On Christmas Eve, 1945, in Fayetteville, West Virginia, the Sodder family home went up in flames. 7 children escaped the fire unharmed, but 5 vanished completely. Were they trapped in the inferno, or was something far more sinister at play that night? Over the next 2 decades, the family pursued leads that would shock investigators and keep the mystery alive. Some clues suggested the children may have survived. Stick with me, because the story only gets stranger. George and Jenny Sodder had 10 children. Life in their household was simple yet joyful, and Christmas Eve was always a cherished time. The family's home was decorated with lights. Laughter filled the air, and everyone prepared for the holiday night ahead. The missing children ranged in age from just 5 to teenagers. Maurice, the eldest of the missing, was adventurous and confident. Martha was sweet and artistic. Louis was quiet but curious. Jenny loved reading, and little Betty, the youngest, was full of energy and smiles. Their parents were devoted and close-knit, like many American families of the time. But that night, something unusual happened. Neighbors would later describe seeing mysterious figures around the home before the fire even started. At around midnight, flames erupted, and George Sodder tried desperately to rescue his children. 7 of the children escaped, but Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty were never seen again. Neighbors recalled hearing screams and voices calling for help. Some reported seeing figures moving near the house, shadows in the darkness. Yet when authorities arrived, nothing remained of the 5 children. No remains, no explanation, just a home reduced to ashes. Even stranger, the ladder outside the house was gone the next morning, removed by someone or something. This detail puzzled investigators for decades and raised questions about foul play. Local police launched an immediate investigation. The fire appeared unusual. Electrical wiring had been tampered with, and no remains were found for the missing children. George Sodder became convinced this was no accident. He had received threats earlier that year, and some believed the family had been targeted. Neighbors reported seeing a strange man near the home that night. Weeks later, the Sodders received mysterious phone calls, some suggesting the children were alive, others cryptic and threatening. Every lead seemed to fizzle, leaving the family desperate and authorities baffled. Over the years, multiple theories emerged. Some believed the children had died in the fire, but the lack of remains made this unlikely. Others suggested the children were abducted, citing witness sightings and the missing ladder. Some suspected organized crime due to George Sodder's political opinions and prior threats. A few even considered insurance fraud, though there was no evidence to support it. The investigation continued for years. In 1949, a witness claimed to have seen a child resembling Louis in a nearby town. In the 1950s, other sightings fueled hope that the children were alive. George Sodder personally investigated every lead, never resting, never giving up. The Sodders placed billboards across highways, sent letters to newspapers, and appealed to authorities. Their billboards read, "Children last seen December 24th, 1945. Have you seen them?" Despite decades of searching, the 5 children were never found. Every lead seemed to circle back to more questions than answers. The fate of the Sodder children remains one of America's most chilling unsolved mysteries. Were they victims of a tragic accident, or were they abducted and hidden from the world? The truth may never be known, but the family's relentless search keeps their story alive. What do you think happened to Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty Sodder? Could they have survived, or did something sinister intervene that night? Comment your theory below, because your perspective may be just as intriguing as the case itself. If you want to explore more chilling missing children cases, subscribe to Still Missing and turn on notifications, because the next case we cover may shock you even more. Remember, some mysteries are not just unsolved, they are unforgettable.